Okay, my name is Noah Britt, and the purpose of this video is to be a analysis of a clip from season 6, episode 3 of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which was created and developed by Dave Filoni with some help from George Lucas. It is a sci-fi TV show that takes place in between the events of Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith of the prequel trilogy. And this clip, in particular, I'll just let it play.
Don't move!
Why are you doing this?
I know what you've done.
What is it that you think I have done?
How do you explain this?
That is a structural inhibitor chip, which is supposed to prevent you from being aggressive, like your source, Jango Fett. Jedi Master Sifo Dyas instructed us to implant them during your growth cycle.
The Jedi? The Jedi had this done to us?
It is not uncommon to have inhibitors placed in a clone.
I have analyzed this one, and apparently it has failed.
Yeah, basically this is the discovery of the inhibitor chips that every clone trooper in the entire Grand Army of the Republic, which is millions upon millions of clones, has an inhibitor chip inside their brain that will force them to carry out Order 66. And essentially the creators, Dave Filoni, the reason why he decided to implement this is because after humanizing the clones for so long, he wanted to make sure that he still kept them human and still kept them moral. So he came up with the inhibitor chip idea of they didn't choose to portray the Jedi, they were forced to by the chip, which was activated when Palpatine, told them to execute Order 66. And essentially just like that, they essentially turned into living droids, basically. Now, there are multiple ways you could take this, such as you could think, oh, this is bad because the clones didn't choose to they didn't choose to execute their Jedi, and you think maybe it's better story-wise if they willingly choose that, as opposed to being forced. But again, the creators wanted to add an extra layer of tragedy to Order 66, hence the chips basically turning off their brains, or rather inhibiting them from making any other choice than executing Order 66. And essentially, this can be connected to a lot of horrible atrocities in the real world that were mostly committed by just soldiers, just following orders. Orders like Nazism, or not even, that's a kind of too far, but basically because there have been a lot of atrocities that have been committed by people who morally likely wouldn't have wanted to, but were forced to because they were just following orders. And again, me personally, I tend to agree with the point of this makes the clones, other victims, but feel free to have your own. Maybe discuss them in the comments or something.